Really, Chester? Put a plant up. I don't know, man. Put a statue of a naked guy. People love that sort of thing. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the Wee Hours here today, checking out Hollywood Animal, where we're going to start a movie company and take over Hollywood and guide it through the decades, making awesome, awesome movies. Now, quick disclaimer here, I do not believe we're actually playing as animals. So it's not like I start a movie company and I'm an elephant, as amusing as that might be. I think we're just regular people. We're just wicked into Hollywood stuff. This is just the demo for Hollywood Animal, a little teaser, a little taste of Hollywood Animal. As usual, I have done absolutely nothing with this except fire it up and hit record. So let's see what we've got. Well, it's 1929. Everyone's sad and depressed, hence the whole Great Depression thing. And we decided it's a great idea to take over a movie studio and start a movie company. So Dave's Talkies here, because due to the limits of characters, I couldn't put in Dave's awesome talking movies that you've never heard before, because literally we didn't have sound before this, is now in business. And I've got to choose my executives here. So my chief legal officer, my communications officer, and my financial officer. I don't seem to have a choice in there. So yeah, these guys are fine. Fred, Ann, and Johnny. Sure, I don't really need to mess with their names too much. Otherwise, I'll just call them all Ted like I always do. Along with studio grounds, you receive the footage from an unfinished movie. Where did we find this movie? I think that's a very, very important question. Because if it was in like some guy's bedroom, we probably can't make those movies right now. Filming was completed, but it was never edited. I'll need to complete the picture. Okay, so what is it? Limpin' Luke, which is 50-50 action and adventure, obviously a Wild West movie. Blind Love, sort of a rom-com thing going on here, romance and comedy in a modern American town. And Messenger of Death. Oh, Messenger of Death. Of course it's going to be Messenger of Death. Detective and thriller. Yes, in a modern American city. We are definitely picking Messenger of Death. So we got a little breakdown here of the movie. It opens with a prison break. Good start, good dramatic opening there. You're kind of front-loading the film with action. I see what you're doing there. So some prisoners snuck out into a warehouse and then escaped the prison. Most of the fugitives were serving for theft and assault, but one of them was a true menace. Okay. Is that like our opening scene there? And we're going to go from there, and that goes over into themes and events. Alrighty. Now we've got an antagonist, a serial killer. Oh, Messenger of Death. Okay, so prisoner's name is Nick Crow. Papers call him the Courier. Brought flowers to young women and then killed them. Well, that's not very nice. The police captured the Courier on a lucky break, but they were never able to determine his motives. He's a murderer. It's pretty straightforward. His motives are, I like to murder people. Murdering is kind of my hobby. Like my hobby is gardening and this YouTube channel thing. His hobby was murder. So I think the motives are pretty clear. Like when I go and get arugula, I don't question my motives. Like I'm getting arugula because I like to garden and I've grown some arugula. I'm going to go get some. Very next day, the courier, I'm probably overthinking the Courier here. Dressed like a messenger, he delivered flowers to young Rita Peterson and then stabbed her to death. Again, not nice at all. So this is our antagonist, and that's played by Edward Peterson. Okay, love what you're doing with the facial hair. So I'm assuming you're going to go up in here, and you're kind of adding to our movie. The protagonist is going to be the detective, no surprise there. Is he a hard-boiled, grumpy, yet lovable, heart of gold kind of detective? Please say yes. Harry Burroughs had sharp wits and a keen mind. And then Rita and I had just got engaged. Oh, are you going to have like the dead fiance thing? Oh, no, never mind. You're doing the investigation. Sorry, I'm reading ahead, Harry. Sorry. Police had already taken away the body, but the bouquet of roses still remained on the living room floor. And that's played by Joe Duvall. Joe, welcome to Dave's Talkies. Again, character limitations. I couldn't do Dave's awesome talkies that you've never heard before because we literally never had sound before this. Sidekick is going to be Kathy Watts, played by Bessie Patterson. And what exactly is it that you do? Are you a wisecracking, sassy sidekick, or are you a serious sidekick? It doesn't really flesh you out very well. Who's next on our list here? Supporting characters, one sidekick, and then who else do we have? Maybe some police? No, we're going to search for the killer. Okay, Harry and Kathy hit the road. Soon enough, they found the right house, broken down hut, unsuitable to live in, but our heroes saw a man in front of the house locking the door. Okay. We scared him off. Let's have a look inside. Harry kicked the door down in a very hard-boiled way. A carved wooden box drew Harry and Kathy's attention. Oh, it's probably a human head. Just like, just looking in advance here, Harry. It's probably somebody's head. Yeah, oh, it's diamond rings. Okay. Okay, it's not somebody's head. Well, good news for you then. You don't have to deal with the human head. And that's going to go over into themes and events again. Again, I'm assuming these are like little scenes that maybe we're going to put together later. Rita Peterson was recently engaged, and the Curry... I'm going to tell you right now, I've seen movies. Ain't nobody putting this much thought into a movie. Okay, have you seen Sharknado? Nobody wrote this much about Sharknado. Sharknado was 2 sentences. Dude, there's sharks, and then they get in a tornado, and then it's a Sharknado. Period. That was it. 2 couples surfaced, Rita and Bill, a tragedy already familiar to us, and also a certain Sandy Wick and her fiancé Tom. I'm not going to have to solve this myself, am I? Because I haven't been keeping up. So Harry and Kathy pose as a couple. The courier comes over, wants to kill Kathy, but Harry's right there with a gun. He's like, dude, I totally got you. Dead to rights, as the British say. Dead to rights. Antagonist gets punished. Okay. 2 years ago, I was supposed to marry my dear Rachel when suddenly she starts receiving anonymous bouquets. I became jealous. She just laughed and accepted all the flowers, no matter how many or how secret they may be. Yeah, she was having an affair, dude. Just leave. You don't actually have to become a serial killer. You just leave and go, well, this is not the right person for me. I wanted to marry this person, but clearly they're not as interested in me as I thought they were, or at least they're somewhat fluid with their amorousness. I am just going to not be engaged. You didn't have to become a serial killer. I know. I'm overthinking this. I'm just trying to get to the part where we actually do something here. Wait, that was it? Commercial appeal, yup. Okay, 7.9, I assume, out of 10. All right, and then what is the 7.8? Artistic appeal. Okay, so the reviews, the critical reviews versus the popular appeal. So about the same either way, really. Got it. Maurice Fox, what do I need to know about you? Film's commercial and artistic appeal may change after each stage of development. Have we done development? Because I mostly just clicked things, if I'm honest, and I am. Messenger of Death received these ratings after work on the script was completed. Okay, screenwriter. Oh, Maurice is the screenwriter. Gotcha, okay. Loves to write detective stories. Thanks to his experience, investigation turned out to be suspenseful and intriguing. Everyone had a pretty good time at the movies, is what we're saying here, Maurice. And then putting famous actors in and really good cameras and lighting and stuff bumped it up even higher. Okay, so we're doing... Oh, something lowered it there. What was that? The film's commercial appeal declined. Oh, the lead actor became seriously ill. He couldn't fight and looked too thin. Artistic appeal grew. Joe Duvall tried to make up for his lack of physique with the subtlety of his acting. Okay, so the critics liked it more, but the people didn't because they're like, dude, that guy is wicked sick. Should he be in this movie? We spent $431,000 on it? Really? In 1929? That was like the GDP of North America in 1929. It's a final budget. Work on the film is not yet complete. This is how the creators of Messenger of Death imagined their potential audience. Okay, I'll identify my own audience. A subtle psychological thriller with a dark atmosphere. Adult men and women, people who enjoy a serious tone and an intricate plot. Okay, so, Hollywood Animal. Am I going to make my own movie now, or will there be more reading? Okay, send the footage to post-production. Okay, we've done that, and we're in a little studio here. We're going to edit some things and probably splice things, I imagine. Oh, we're going to put some music in, too. Handle editing and scoring. Not the most qualified, but over time their skills will grow. All right, so an editor. Do I have a choice here between Emma and Oliver? So it seems like they've got broadly the same skills. Emma seems to be a little bit better, by a whole 1 star. Okay, your loyalty is 48, your happiness is 60, and I assume this is your editing skill. What is this? Are you a drunk? You are a drunk. His dependence on alcohol makes him unpredictable and even... Well, Emma, you win on the whole not being an alcoholic thing, so you're totally in. And then composer, what are my choices there? Lewis here, what's your problem? You're a racist. Okay, probably don't open with that on your resume. Don't be like, hey, I'm really not into people whose skin color is slightly different than mine. So Lee, talk to me, man. You're in. Just one way or another, you're in. Decide who to develop the film, record the music, and the sound effects. Okay, so film development. What are people's... Oh, it's like a company we're hiring. Gotcha. Your quality is low at Novak. And Web Cine... Cine? I mean, it's got to be Cine, right? For cinematic? Cinema? I'm going to call it Cine because it sounds a little sillier. You're obviously more expensive, but you're better. So we should definitely hire you. Music recording, I got C&B or Hollywood. Again, you're more expensive, but you're better, and it's going to take you a little longer, but I think that's solid. Let's get some decent music in this thing. It's a thriller, after all. So Venus Sound and Sound Magicians. Maybe I go low on the set. No, just go with somebody good for this. This is our first movie. Let's try and make something out of this. So start post-production. We've added an extra $36,000 to the budget and an extra 37 days. I think that's solid. And now we need a head of department to, I would assume, kind of corral the troops here. Just make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. But before we can do that, we have to have an HR director. Okay, so human resources, show me. Josephine, Danny, or Calvin. None of you are racist alcoholics, are you? You don't appear to be. So you're wicked cheap. And you'll be here for 3 years. I assume $12.23 a year. You are much more expensive, and you're kind of mid-range. You're not very loyal, though. You guys are way more loyal. I think I'm going to take Josephine here. She's wicked more loyal and wicked more happy. You're not happy at all, Danny. You just got a scowl on you. I mean, we're hiring Josephine. You got a scowl on your face the whole time. So 3 years, $12.23 a month. Confirm that. Thank you. So from there, can I, yes, hire a post-production head, a distribution head, and a maintenance head? All right, how do we go about doing that? So if I go over to my maintenance area here, I need a maintenance head. So hire a head of maintenance, Roscoe, Adam, and Chester. Well, you are very loyal and very, very happy, Chester. Are you wicked expensive? No, you're actually cheap. Are you any good? Like, what is your bonus here? I don't know what that bonus is. I don't have a pop-up on that. So I'm pretty sure you're like 20% a member of the Supreme Court, but you're not in the Masons. Or the Illuminati. I'm never sure which one that is. You are not in the Supreme Court and not in the Illuminati, and neither are you. Okay, I'm just going to take you because you're cheap and you seem to be really, really happy. So now what? Now what do we do? We need a distribution head and a post-production head. Here we go, over here. So you are distribution. Kind of get the movie out to the people. Earl, Sam, and Jim. Wow, Jim, you have like no loyalty to me whatsoever. I don't know why you would. I haven't even hired you. I've given you no reason to be loyal to me. You're just a resume at this point. It's 1929. I don't even know if we do resumes. I think everything was on a handshake at that point. Earl, you're a little bit in the Supreme Court and a little bit in the Illuminati. Again, Earl, I don't have a pop-up on this. I don't know what your bonus is, so I'm just assuming you're either a Supreme Court member or the Illuminati, or both. It's probably both. Earl, you're in. I'm going to hire you as head of distribution. Good job on you. And then over here, we need somebody to do the post-production stuff. Elmer, Frank, and Francisco. Francisco seems pretty chill about life, but Elmer is more loyal and not much less happy than Francisco. So I'm just spending money. I have no idea how much money I have to spend. All right, what do I do with all of that? You can see how far along the project is and how quickly it's progressing. Okay, so down here, Messenger of Death. Okay, that's what MOD stands for. We're kind of just moving things along here. Just kind of ticking along. Do we have a let's go faster? Yeah, let's go faster. Because I don't think we're doing anything else. I don't think we can't just start another movie, can we? If I go over here, build a script department. Now we can start another movie. Working on a new movie. Well, you're reading my mind there. Okay, let's build another thing there. So we want a script department. Okay, that's going to cost me a variable amount of money. It's going to cost me some electricity and some water. It's going to take 45 to 72 days to do it. Okay, can I put this kind of anywhere I feel? Not really. Okay, that's going to have to go way sort of here-ish. Okay, I even have to hire contractors. Dang. Well, okay, the contractor's triangle is quality, time, and money. So you can never have all three. You have to sacrifice one to get the other two. So how does my contractor's triangle work here? So Willis is cheap, but it's going to take a while. All right, so I'm sacrificing time. Luxta is cheap, and it's pretty quick, so I must be sacrificing quality. And indeed, the condition is going to be 50%. My God, these people actually know the contractor's triangle. This is stunning. And this is expensive and takes some time, but is going to be high quality. Wow. I'm going to tell you right now, Hollywood Animal. I've never had a game understand the contractor's triangle. This might be game of the year. Let's go mid-range. Let's go Willis. So not as expensive, not too bad on time, not the best quality, but a heck of a lot better than Luxta. Okay, I'm going to take the mid-range guy right there. And can we build, like, roads or stuff? I see these guys got roads. Oh, it just sort of auto-connected a road over there. Oh, I like building roads. We can speed up time. Yes, I am a god of time. It's a video game. And other things are going on, too. So Evergreen Movies released With a Shield. Sounds like a kind of a detective thing there. Hope that's not going to compete with Messenger of Death. I spent $93,000 on employee salaries. Yes, I did. Oh, my financial officer must hate me. Hey, it's Johnny, my financial officer. Do you hate me? I got divorced a couple of years ago. Okay, Johnny. Oh, right away. This seems like a personal problem. And although I have an open door policy, I don't need to know what you're doing when you go home because I kind of don't care. I figured I was out of chance until I met Gilda. We spend all our time together. Can't get enough of it. This is going to end badly. Like that in the beginning. Been together for a year now. Guilty even mentioning it, but when Gilda visits me at work, I absolutely cannot concentrate. Okay. Yesterday, I nearly made a mistake in the paperwork that could have cost the studio a lot of money. Oh, don't worry, Johnny. I'm costing the studio a lot of money. That wasn't an error in your books. That was me. I'm just blowing money, Johnny. I simply don't care. Help me fight this addiction. Again, this really sounds like a personal problem, man. And I don't think, like, HR in 1929 covered things like this. I think it was 1929, it was more like the tough it out and get back to work kind of thing. Let's introduce some kind of access control so Gilda just can't walk into my office. Okay, this is so not my problem, Johnny. So I can just lock Gilda out and you'll be more loyal but your happiness will go down. Or just let Gilda keep coming in, happiness up, loyalty down. Well, this seems fairly straightforward. We're just going to do that. Got work to do around here, man. We're only making one movie, and it's costing us trillions, I think. Speaking of which, it looks like MOD is almost done here. Are we going to get some sort of like, hey, this is ready to go? No, probably it's going to have to go over to distribution. And then, okay, there we go. Post-production has been finished. So if I go to distribution, are we ready to push the movie out? No movies in theaters. Got it. Can I take this and move it over there? Because it looks like it fits over there. Let's see what happens if we do this. Ah, right. Messenger of Death. We spent $36K on this additionally to what we were planning on spending. And wow, people kind of hated what we did to it. Hey, it's the music. It's got to be the music. Film's commercial and artistic ratings dropped a bit. You did everything you could. The studio has low-level employees in technology. Yes, everyone kind of sucks, especially me. Now what? Do we finally release this thing? Elmer, head of post-production, gets XP. The director gets XP. Everyone's getting a little bit of XP here. Lee, in the fantastic coat there, getting a bunch of XP. All right. Are we ready? Oh, a poster. I want to send this thing out. This has got to go out right now. These are all kind of one and the same. I like the flashlight effect here. It makes it seem like there's way more action than there actually is. Let's go with that for Messenger of Death. Okay, oh wow, distribution just took off there. Oh, we're putting up signs. We're doing all sorts of things there. All right, what do we got? Hang on. Release calendar. So, the 6th attempt, Tower of Matches, Sergeant Willis, and Torn Carpet. Can I see what these things are? I don't have a pop-up on any of those. I'm going to assume this is like drama. The knife might be like a crime thriller kind of thing. I'm not actually sure that's a knife. And then maybe comedy. I'm going to just vaguely assume that's the sort of thing we're looking at here. So do I have to slot my movie to not compete or at least have a good chance against the other movies? I assume I do. Oh, they already chose a release date. I'll choose the next film myself. Okay, when did they say it was coming out? On March. Wait, hang on. You don't just own a studio, but a network of 91 cinemas. I do? Why am I not stinking rich? You can run your films in your cinemas for free. It's not going to be enough to reach a wide audience. Okay, rent to other theaters. So, weekly screening schedule. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Okay. So right now, it's like all us, basically. We're not really putting a lot of money into the other studios. I would like to put some money into the other studios. Okay, studio's previous owners already arranged for that and paid the film's rental costs. Why did I need to show up for this? Surely my man could just give me a report or something. So the film is scheduled to be shown 7,185 times. 3,185 of those will take place in my own cinemas, leaving 4,000 across the rest. So I'm going to even have to plan how many times it's going to be shown. That's kind of hardcore. All right. Screening and rentals are scheduled out 4 weeks from release. Once they expire, you can extend your rentals if we think anyone wants to see the movie. They'll start printing the film tomorrow. Distribution goes out all at once when they finish printing. Got it. Nope, haven't got it. Have to pay to have it printed. Wow, there's a cost associated with everything here. We're going for some very serious realism here. So the studio's previous owners did it, but what have I got here? Irvine Film Factory is going to cost $100 per copy. And they're going to run it for like 6 weeks. Is that what I'm seeing there? And I could pay more to have them do it quickly. Got it. So 269 units. Yeah. So they're going to do 100 for 6 weeks, 269 units of the movie. Got it. Can we put this on video at all? And now, of course, there's going to be advertising. We got to tell people about Messenger of Death. Studio's previous owners already arranged the advertising campaign, but in the future, I'll do it myself. I saw there was ads down there. We put ads in our thing. Film is being promoted by an advertising agency. Tell them the audience they should target. For adults, we already discovered that. Oh, you've already decided this for me, haven't you? Previous owners, yes. Wow, the previous owners were really good at running this studio. You think they would have done better. Okay, so this is for adults. Confirm that. Yes, okay. Coming soon, coming soon, coming soon. It's Messenger of Death. I can tell you right now, what's coming soon is Messenger of Death. So, where are we now? We're on the 11th of February. And Messenger of Death is not actually coming out for a while. We should probably, make another movie or something. Oh, Earl, what do you want? Messenger of Death is a surefire hit. Story has soul. All go to waste unless it's released at the right moment. Okay. They scheduled production carefully. Good window for releasing. The old studio closed its doors. The parasites from Margins Pictures decided Messenger of Death would never see the light of day. No, it is, dude. There's a guy printing it. Okay, and then the truth is on our side. We have the documents. Court battle would be long and pointless. So have they shut this down in some way? Is that what I'm seeing there? No compensation will cover that. I suggest we use all our connections, all our influence. Remind the theater owners that our agreements have to be honored. So Margins Pictures pulled some strings and told the movie theaters, no, don't release that Messenger of Death nonsense. Release our movie instead. And we're looking at suing them. Is that it? Deal is a deal, get our slots back. Or keep our heads down and put it out 3 weeks later. And I'll be 50 points into the Illuminati. No, I want my movie out. I got things to do here. Can't spend another 3 weeks waiting for this movie to come out. Oh, it's influence points. It is the Illuminati. To advance your interests and solve problems in various and unconventional ways. How much of them I got? I got 50 of those. 50 reputation. What was this one? Oh, it's just flat out money. It's not the Supreme Court at all. Now, Chester's popped up. What would you want? Construction of the script department is going according to plan. Small snag. Architect's vision, a large red leaf maple should be the central decorative element. Really, Chester? Put a plant up. I don't know, man. Put a statue of a naked guy. People love that sort of thing. Contractors found a suitable tree. Already agreed. This is all about a tree? Chester, you're bothering me with a tree? Am I understanding that correctly? Inspector who issues the permit is playing coy. Okay, he just wants a bribe, man. It's only $200. I know $200 in 1929 is like the GDP of Brazil, but it's not really that much money. I'm flinging money around, Chester. Look at me up there. My little Supreme Court thing is over $4 million. You think I'm sweating $200? Pay the guy $200. Get out of my face. So that's just the money in my account, but cash on hand is what I just paid that out of. So I whipped that out of my pocket. I spent $93,000 last month. $93,000 last month. That's an absurd amount of money. Oh, my script thing's done. My script thing is done. Okay. Screenwriters turn ideas into screenplays. Excellent. Right, so hire a head for the script department. Why so many heads? Could I just maybe hire a writer? All right, what's your deal? So you got 10% of this, no influence, no influence, no influence. Francisco, you seem to be kind of mid-grade, and you're the least miserable of everyone here. So you're going to be in. Choose my favorite genres. Oh, it was a thriller. It was a knife. Did mean thriller. Well, we're releasing a detective thriller. Why don't we do thriller and detective, and then maybe throw in a little action in there? That seems like a good little trilogy there. Good little triptych. Put all those together. Screenwriters remaining from the studio's former staff. What are their names? Their names are just fine. Felix, I love everything you're doing. Why are both of you coming in with a pipe? And why does Walter over here look like he wants to punch the other two? So, finally time to work on a new script here. Several ideas for their new script. What are their ideas? Okay, I got, yeah, you don't actually have to circle everything every time. Action in a modern American city with like a cop theme, hopeless romantic tropical island action. Oh God, no. And then hopeless romantic Wild West thriller. No. We're good at like detective stuff. Let's do a cop thing in a modern American city. That seems much more sensible. Right now, do I have to pick one of you to do this? What's your problem? You're a gambler. What's your problem? You're lazy. Okay, and what's your problem? You're also a racist. Again, Barnard, whatever your name is. Just, like, don't open with that on your resume. I know it's 1929 and people are a little more easy about those kinds of things, but I'm going straight to Felix or Walter. Walter might be lazy, and he looks like he's going to punch both of you, but he's going to write my thriller now. Oh, I think I have to write all three of these. All right, Bernard, you can have the terrible one, and then you can have kind of the mediocre one, Felix, so you can write the Wild West thriller kind of thing. Okay, obviously there's no finished scripts. There's no synopses yet. Our ideas are cooking. Wow! It's going to take you so long to do that. It's going to take you 3 months to come up with an idea. And we can put in an upgrade into that script department, too. No one knows better than you what a film needs to be successful. I can write my own stories with the typewriter one. If you could not, story workshop, which I was about to click on. Some improvements take a while. Department heads will, in time, learn to speed up the process. Gotcha. So I think we're just kind of tutorial ninja'd into doing story workshop. What were my other options? Freelance writer's office. That sounds good. Extra XP on a release. Writers write faster. That'd be nice. Rolling edits. What is that? Screenwriter can correct problems in the script during filming. Gotcha. Okay, I know I can't research two things. I just want to know what my options are. There's a lot of them. There are all sorts of upgrades here. A lot of them are XP oriented. Franchise office, media collaboration. I can't even look at it because it's not in this demo. And then build a production department and a pre-production department. So they're all busily working on their things there. One more day until Messenger of Death is out. There we go. Joe Duvall in Messenger of Death. Look at that poster. That was the right choice for that poster. Can I add a tagline? Oh my God, I can. So we were told Joe is sick, so I think our tagline is going to be, see it before Joe Duvall dies. Really, that creates a sense of urgency. That's what you want when you're trying to sell something, urgency. So, if you're in the retail game, you want to say, oh, there's only one of these left. You better get it. Urgency. So the urgency here is, this dude has like seconds left of life. Better see his movie before he keels over. So release the film. Okay, have I made any money yet? So everybody's digging it right now. I have released the right film to the right audience. We'll have to keep an eye on that in the future. Oh, we've got reviews. A fascinating farewell from a real actor's actor. Yeah, he's almost dead. He's going to be dead at any moment. Tragedy, the film's title would turn out to be so prophetic for our beloved Joe Duvall. Yeah, he's going to die. You should totally see this movie and make him happy before he dies. Oh, never mind. He's already dead. Okay, cool. Continue that. Earl's getting some XP. All my people are getting XP here. Everyone who was involved in things here. Yep, the director, the cinematographer, the producer. Everyone's getting some XP here. Even Bessie. Bessie the sidekick. I don't remember if that's your character name or your actress name or your real name or whatever. Getting some XP there. So what have we got? Spent this stage, we spent 26.9. Okay. So that was all printing the copies. That's easy enough to understand. have I actually made any money yet? So a pre-production studio. Where do we think that's gonna live? Maybe, wow, not a lot of space to build over here. Can I not build this? Ah, there we go, way up there. Okay, I guess that's where it's gonna live. Willis is still good. Yeah, again, Contractors Triangle. They're kind of mid-range, so we'll take them. And then a production department as well. So production, yeah, production. Okay, start that. I can't afford to do any of this. This is a terrible idea. Can we tuck that maybe right there? And yeah, throw Willis in again. I'm tight with Willis. Willis are my guys. Yeah, we're making a little bit of money on Messenger of Death here. We're up 737,000 in week 3. That's not too bad. Again, that's a lot of money in 1929. You have to look at inflation and things like that have to do with economies and economics and economical things and things. But that's like a lot of money. It's not as much money as I have. I have 3.8 million if I liquidate the studio. Heck, I've got 6,300 in my pocket. 6,300, I'm pretty sure you could buy New York City in 1929. And it looks like the team's here putting together some ideas. Escape from Springfield. Can I see that? If I click on it? Okay, it's like half drama, half action. Hopeless romantic, hopeless romantic. I don't really want to get into the rom-com game. I mean, I know it's very profitable. I just don't feel that's the vision for my studio. First 4 weeks were successful. Film is still making a lot more money at the box office than we're paying in rental fees. We'll make a lot more if we extend our original distribution plan. Okay, so we're going to keep it out in the theaters a little bit. Is there a time frame on that? Is that like 1 more week, 2 more weeks? I don't know. I'm up to 5 million. That seems like a lot of money. Roy's popped up. I don't actually remember hiring Roy, but he seems to work here. He's borrowed a little money from some people. They seemed like good guys. Roy, I think we can all see where this story is going. All right, Roy. This is it's a common tale. Had honest eyes, and I'm a great judge of people. Mm-hmm. Now some annoying jerk is following me around demanding I pay off the debt. Return the whole amount, but I need a little more time to recoup. You might be strong, but the cards are always stronger. Oh, so you're just a gambler. Yeah, I mean, you've actually got a little icon for it. That'd be handy in the real world if people just had their faults in a little icon right near their head so you'd know what they were all about. I'll show the cards who's boss, so let me go for a couple of months while I sort this mess out. I'm assuming saying, can I let you go for a couple of months? I'll let you go, like, on vacation? Or what? Sure, I guess. Have fun. You're probably gonna end up with cement shoes. Okay, so we've got the story workshop done. We could put in another upgrade here. Are you going to tell me which one I should do, or do I get to pick this time? Sequels. Oh, you gotta get sequels in. Everybody loves a good trilogy. Gotta have a trilogy. 300 days. It's gonna take us a year to figure out how to write the number 2 after a movie. And that leads to making a story workshop. Story workshop. Combine genres, characters, and plot twists. Yeah, tack that. Oh yeah, it goes right into here, and it kind of links up with the script department. Willis, my guys, and pre-production is done. Hire ahead for that. Who's the least miserable? Hey, you're all pretty miserable, aren't you? Lila here is pretty loyal. I'll take you. Yes, hire you for that. And did you guys actually do anything? Actors remained at the studio. What are their names? Their names are right there. And then these, more actors. Okay, we've got a lot of actors. We've got a stable of actors, as they say, a stable of actors. 2 directors came on board. Okay, that's all well and good. I don't actually have anything for them to do. My writers take a very, very long time to write anything. And Lydia here is just not really super comfortable with the whole talking thing, so she'd like a few more months to learn how to talk in front of a camera, because you're a perfectionist, I would imagine. That kind of goes along with your perfectionist thing. So either they say no and your vacation is over, or 3 more months. Lydia, I know you're probably very, very popular. Your loyalty and your happiness are mediocre, but you're probably very, very popular. You don't seem to be. Get 0.0 on your stars. But yeah, sure, bugger off, Lydia. You go do your thing. And now the production area is complete, and obviously we have to hire somebody for that. Morris, you look fairly entertaining. Come in and amuse me. And then build a level 1 soundstage. Okay. Hi, Jane. What's up? Lydia's coming back out of retirement. No, I told her to leave. I don't know, she's not comfortable talking at things. You're conceited. Okay, that's fine. I mean, you're an actor. Most of you are. I heard was that she never retired at all. She just went off to work on her voice so she can steal even more roles. Okay, so Jane doesn't like Lydia. Lydia probably doesn't like Jane, and I've got to build a soundstage. So one soundstage, please. Yeah, level 1 soundstage. Yep, just go ahead and do that. And I assume that's got to connect into something. Doesn't actually appear to, so probably can just pop that anywhere. Pop it right down on the bottom here. Willis. So after another 4 weeks, I mean, it seems to me we're still doing pretty good, but it is declining steadily about 10% every single week. So if we pop this in for another 4 weeks, I don't think a lot of people are going to show up for this. I think we can call it a day on Messenger of Death. I'm actually thrilled I have the choice to do this. I haven't had a lot of choices yet in this demo. But yes, let's just go ahead and end that. That's fine. 8 weeks, that's a pretty long time for a movie to be out in the theaters and expect anyone to show up for it. So, straight to video for Messenger of Death. What do you mean we didn't invent that yet? Hey Fred, what's up? Poring over the pile of documents, came across something rather interesting. Previous studio promised Joe Duvall 25% of the box office. Oh, Joe's dead. Yeah, Joe. Don't worry about Joe. Did Joe have a family? Oh, the Duvall family doesn't even know about it. What difference should it make to them? Exactly. Fred, you and I are on the same team here. 5-year career, the guy starred in 8 hits. Inheritance should be enough for several generations. We're 100% on the same page here, Fred. Just screw his family out of the money. I have no interest in their family. I never even met the man's family. I don't even think I met Joe. Everyone anyway. The only people enjoying Duvall's money are his drunk father and his 2 aunts. Box office take has been substantial. It sure has. It's a good thing I didn't have any say in that. Percentage we owe him is about 800,000. No. Fred, you didn't even need to come to me on this, okay? This is one of those ones where you could use some initiative and say the owner of the company, Dave, who is just blowing money left and right, is he interested in giving away, close to $1 million to someone he's never met? Or would he like to keep that somewhat close to $1 million for himself? The answer, Fred, again, use some initiative here. The answer is always keep the money. This conversation never happened. And so long as we just keep our head down for 70 days, nobody will be any the wiser. Stolen pay. It was a very gray area of the contract, okay? People like to talk, so your secrets could come out at any time. Scale shows the probability that they'll be leaked. Okay, so everyone just keep stum on Studio Dave here. Now, to counteract that, I can build what we're calling a security department, and I'm sure security is in air quotes. It's just some big bruiser who says, don't talk about things. I don't actually see security in here. Maybe it's something we have to research, or advanced. Security, producer's office, and engineering. Yeah, let's get a bruiser in here. It's not even that expensive. You can get bruisers for nothing. Unfortunately, they have to live way at the back of the lot because there's not a lot of room. Willis, go build me some sort of enclosure for my, air quotes, security. Well, one of my writers has finally come back in with Escape from Springfield. Not looking that promising right now, but we haven't actually spent any money on it. And that's where it's all going to bump up there. Yeah, you got some XP, you got a new level. Can I do anything with that? Can I click on you right now? I'll probably get a pop-up for that momentarily. So it's a cop with a criminal mastermind as his enemy, and there's a shootout and a treasure hunt. Oh, this thing just writes itself. I mean, it doesn't. It took the guy like a year to write this thing, but this thing basically writes itself. Okay, so right into Escape from Springfield. So this is where the events of the film take place. Spend most of their times locations highlighted in gold. Filming will take place there. Got it. Okay. Need to decide which scenes should be shot on a soundstage and which would be better filmed on location. All right. Location quality. On a soundstage, location quality involves the filming equipment. Outdoors, the emphasis on the authenticity, and plan to film some of the scenes on a soundstage. Select which soundstage. I've only got the one game. I've only got the one. Okay, I'm pretty sure the pop-ups have cooled off for a little bit there. So let's put in a cinematographer. Thomas, you're 3.7. Harry, you're terrible, and you have awful hair. So you're both pretty good at filming on location, but you are better at filming on a soundstage. Are you a morphine addict? Yeah, you are. Wow, actually, nailed that. Okay, yeah, you're in. I've got a morphine addict as my cinematographer. How about soundstage? I I have a soundstage. Oh, have we maybe not finished building it yet? That's entirely possible. Go away. Yeah, we haven't quite finished building it yet. Oh, and this is done. They asked no questions. Okay. Wasn't this like a rom-com kind of thing? It's actually got a fairly promising start to it. And then you're all going to gain some XP. Okay, I kind of need to check on my soundstage. Shelve that for now. I might come back to it later. Yeah, I need another 5 days. Construction completed on the script department. I'm not going to... You're going to make me open the story workshop, aren't you? Well, good news. At least I can finally name my own movie. So, Sharknado. Because we're going back in time, I won't have to deal with copyright issues. In fact, I'll copyright it myself, and that'll really mess with them. Versus the Great Depression. Okay, so this just writes itself. This is brilliant. Can I get the in there at all? Can we make that a the? Yes, I can just squeeze that in there, but now I need a space, otherwise I'm going to go nuts. So Sharknado versus the Great Depression. Very timely. People are going to be like, wow, I'm living in the Great Depression. I don't know it's the Great Depression now. History will figure that out. I just know I have no money and no job. I'm very depressed, but I didn't realize it was the Great Depression that would be a historical event. So this is going to be super timely. People are going to look at Sharknado versus the Great Depression and say, wow, I'm living in the Great Depression. I'd like to see if Sharknado can beat it. So it's obviously action and adventure. Can we get in... It might be a little... Well, we don't really do comedy, do we? We don't really do comedy at all. Yeah, let's just go all action and adventure. I mean, it's Sharknado versus the Great Depression. Modern American City, because that fits in with the whole Great Depression thing. And then we need a protagonist. Oh, hi. Not every film needs an antagonist. No, we do. Sharknado is the protagonist, and the Great Depression is the antagonist. So what says Sharknado here? I mean, maybe cowboy. Daring adventurer? Daring adventurer. Okay. And then the antagonist. Criminal mastermind for the Great Depression? Evil witch? Yeah, a daring adventurer versus an evil witch. The supporting characters. Femme fatale, love interest, mentor, rival, strict parent. Yep, that's going to go down well with the shark thing. And then some sort of sidekick. And how many of these can I get? Can I just have all of these? Sure, throw in a rival. What the heck? And then, how about, oh, that's it. I'm out of story elements. Oh, well, then take these out. I didn't realize, I should have looked up here. It says 3 out of 5. Themes and events. Avenging loved ones. Ooh, yeah. Jousting tournament. That sounds fun. Struggle for a better life. Well, there's your Great Depression right there. But it's Sharknado, so it's going to be about unrequited love. And then the finale is going to be antagonist repents? Meh. Sweethearts stay together? Meh. Protagonist dies heroically. Sharknado goes out in a blaze of glory. Oh, Roy's back. How did the whole running from the loan shark thing work out for you? Did you do pretty good on that? Did you have good? I think Lydia's coming back soon, too. Oh, Anne's here. Got a call from Ed Miller, a journalist. Fell in love with our first film. Tour the studio. Miller doesn't write about movies, he's an investigative journalist. Oh, can we have him killed? I'm pretty sure I'm almost up to Bruiser. Closed after one of his articles was published. Cement They Made was excellent, one of the 10 best in the state. And what the hopes to find out, likes to pluck colorful facts out of the air. All right. Well, can I have him killed? It doesn't look like it. But I'm just going to go ahead and say, yeah, charm him. Yeah, go ahead and charm him. It's probably not going to work out so well, but go ahead and try and charm him. And we finished another idea here, too. Okay, that one actually has got a lot of promise to it. So it took him 5 days to tour the studio, and a Los Angeles Tribune journalist, free reign, took full advantage, spent in the accounting department. Oh, there's nothing there but just a horrible mismanagement. That's fine. People do that every day. Now, Ed Miller has delved deep into the connection between bootleggers and Hollywood. I don't think we were doing that. I'm like 30% confident we haven't been smuggling alcohol. I'm not like, maybe we have. It could have come up. But apparently I've lost 50 influence on that, or 50 reputation on that. Oh, that's fine. I'm a filmmaker. No one cares about my reputation. Guys, I think that's where we'll wrap it up on this little look at the demo of Hollywood Animal, because it's going to take us ages to get another movie out of here, and I I might be arrested soon. We've finished construction on security, so we could probably have people killed in the future. Irving, are you good? You good bruiser? Ted here is more happy, so I'm gonna put him in. It's important to be happy in your work when you beat people up for a living. But guys, do please let me know what you thought of this in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. You know, an argument could have been made that spending an obscene amount of money on researching the theater just so I can get a sign that says Electric Boogaloo may not have been my smartest move. That is a strong argument, and that's an argument that you'd probably win, frankly. Wow, naked guy sticks his hand in a beehive. This can't end well. I don't know where I would see a leather carpet, but I'm going to imagine I had to pay an entry fee to see it.
I have a cylinder. I broke Dave.
Broke Dave.
Talk amongst yourselves, I'll be back. I just dropped my controller.
Oh my goodness.